Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick from Kizaru Gaming here, and today I'm going to be showcasing you guys a live duel commentary for one of my matches for my most recent locals this past Sunday. Myself on the left playing Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade, the deck that I've been playing for a little while now. I've shown you guys a few deck profiles for it. On the right, my good friend Dan playing Karakuri, which is an amazing synchro deck that I didn't really know what it did, but after playing against it, I want to build it. It's kind of insane. So looking here, I just want to show you guys and point out that we are rolling separate dice, cutting our own decks. We are adhering to CDC guidelines in reference to trying not to touch each other's stuff. I do play Jack in the Hand in this deck, and I always have my opponent use a proxy token, something along those lines, just to represent the card that goes into their hand. But starting off, he's going to win the die roll, and he's going to go first, normal summoning Despot 003. And he's going to summon one from deck. Now, I do not know all the names of these Karakuris, or Karakuri, I always call it Katakuri, Karakuris, but I will try to give you the best idea of what all of them do. So he's going to go into Needle Fiber. He did pull an ulti, I think 2 weeks ago out of his entry pack, so that was pretty nice. He gets to play at that. He's going to summon the Katakuri, and he's going to use her effect to have an additional normal summon. Now, Needle Fiber negates activations of the monster summons, so that is a passive effect. It doesn't activate to have an additional normal summon, so he gets to normal summon the other Karakuri, which is the Searcher. It's the Stratos for the deck. And he's going to search the level 5, which is out of, I believe. Ignition Assault, they got new support. I believe they got 3 new cards. All of them are played in this deck, and they're all amazing. So he's going to go into Auroradon here, summoning all 3 tokens. And this deck is kind of insane because it's not like Link Cross, Metal Marcher combos, and it kind of has its own feel to it. So he's going to summon one from the graveyard, which has always been a play when you summon the Despot 001. And he's going to synchro into the Shogun. All of these Shoguns have the same effect, the synchros. This one allows you to special summon from deck. And I forget what it's... Yeah, he's telling me what they do now. Yeah, so that one just lets you, once per turn, change the battle position. I forget what it does exactly, but he's just linking it away, or synchroing it away anyway. So he's going to summon this Shogun. The Shogun special summons from deck, and when a battle position changes, you get to draw a card. Not once per turn. So he activates in hand, changes battle position, and summons itself as a tuner. That's the level 5 one of the new one from Ignition Assault. He's going to shuffle up his deck here. And I told him just cut it in half, just for time's sake. So he gets to draw a card, and now he has just so much stuff to work with, honestly. He's going to synchro into another one of this one, the level, I believe, 8. So he's going to summon the level 1, one of the new ones out of IGAS, which has a graveyard effect that is super important for his end board. And he's going to summon a third of the level 8 synchro, which, again, all allows you to draw cards. It's free. It's super free. They all special from decks, so you just keep having resources. So then he's going to start synchroing. He's going to synchro into the level 9. This one is also a new one out of Ignition Assault, and this one allows you to quick effect banish when a battle position is changed. I would also like to point out that my friend Dan here has completed max rarity Karakuris. I don't believe every card in the deck is max rarity, but for the Karakuri engine, everything is max rarity. And I know this for a fact because he traded me his unlimbs because he got a bunch of first ed stuff. And you can see me open up my my Melfi Mami here out of my OTS pack. Melfi Mami, best card of this OTS. Hell yeah. I don't know how it's not $100. Anyways, he's just going to keep synchroing, and he's going to summon another one of the level 9. That one will special from deck. And again, do not forget, this allows you to quick effect banish as long as a battle position is changed. And now he has the level 1, the new level 1 out of IGAS in the graveyard. This will allow him to quick effect change a battle position. So yeah, he's just explaining that locks you into Earth Machines from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. But like I said, I was not familiar with Karakuris, how they played, what they did, even their names. So I just basically had to ask him, and I just asked him now. I said, what effects should I know about? So he's explaining the level 9s have a soft once per turn. If one is changed, target a card your opponent controls, banish it. Oh yeah, it's also great. The defense position monsters can't be destroyed by battle. And everything's in defense. That one draws, and then he has 2 sets, so that's quick effect to banished it from Grave, I believe, and quick effect change. So he's going to be able to proc his effects. I draw an impermanence for turn, and through double banish and 2 back row with hand traps, it's not looking good for me. So the first card I activate is going to be Jack in the Hand, and I'm going to show you it's off to the right over here along his board, a token for him to use in a yellow sleeve to represent the card that I am giving him off Jack in the Hand, or he's taking off a Jack in the Hand, I should say. I do want to point out I am playing on this beautiful Breakers of Shadow sneak peek mat. This mat arrived at my locals 2 weeks before I started playing, because I started playing the week after Breakers of Shadow came out, and you know, it's a super sentimental time for me because, you know, this is when I first started playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you watch my last video from my most recent top 4 Lyrilusc deck profile, I explain how I ended up with that mat. I also want to point out that I am using the exact same list for main and extra as my most recent top 4 Lyrilusc deck profile. The only thing that I changed was the side deck, and I can give you guys a little bit more insight on the side deck later. I have actually the deck box right next to me. I can pull it out and tell you in between what cards I play. So I'm going to reveal the 3. He just asked what each one does. So he just selects Warbler. So I'm going to put Warbler off to the side. He takes a token to represent the Warbler. And I am going to take the, I believe, Nerval. Yeah, I'm going to take the Nerval. So my hand was okay. I mean, it was full combo, obviously, going first. But between, you know, so many different things, it's not going to be easy. So I'm going to activate Fractal, pitch itself, and it allows me to dump another Tri-Brigade. So I'm going to go for Kit here. And Kit, again, allows you to dump another Tri-Brigade. So I think about it because I'm like, okay, I can dump Oath, but I have to get that far. I can dump Nerval to search. I can dump Rendezvous, but nothing was really helping me. I figured dump the Nerval, search the Karos, pitch to special. It gives me monsters on the board. They do banish for cost. He just asked if they banish for cost. The Tri-Brigades do banish for cost, but they're not a quick effect. They're not an on-summon effect. They're once per turn. So chaining Lancia to the summons are pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm going to normal summon Fractal here. And he's thinking on the normal summon of Fractal. So he lets that go. I'm going to activate Fractal effect. And I'm going to banish 2. So I'm going to go for a Baron Blossom here. I believe I put down the Harpy link for some reason, but I said Baron Blossom. And yeah, he corrected me on that one, so I summoned the Baron Blossom. Yeah, switch does once per turn. During the main phase, you can special summon one of the Beast cards. Beast, Wing Beast, Beast Warrior. If you're not familiar with how the deck operates, the entire Tri-Brigade engine is focused around Beast, Wing Beast, or Beast Warrior cards. And summoning them, specialing them, banishing them, tributing them, all that stuff. That is the entire Tri-Brigade engine. It is a super fun engine. It's played in a couple of decks. I've seen Zoo Tri-Brigade, Melfi Tri-Brigade, my personal favorite being Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade. But it's a super interesting deck, and I believe it's getting a new Link monster out of Blazing Vortex, which is the next set. I believe comes out maybe April, May. I can't remember for the life of me. But we did get Kit and Oath out of Blazing Vortex, 2 very good cards that we play. Or I believe we got Rendezvous too out of Blazing Vortex. I believe so. Yeah, we got Rendezvous too. So anyways, he's gonna activate the quick effect, banishing both of my Tri-Brigade monsters, the Fractal and the Baron Blossom. And he's going to get to draw a card off of the level 8 Synchro. I'm gonna pitch 2 special Karos, and then I'm kind of in a rough situation here. So I'm gonna use Karos effect banish, and he is going to Forbidden Droplet it. So I believe this is where I've got nothing at this point. I opened Oath, and I wasn't getting anywhere. So I scooped up, we move on to game 2. Alright, so moving on to game 2 here. I do get to go first. So I'm able to actually put something together rather than just sitting against a board full of monsters that I'm not even sure what they do, really. So we are just shuffling up here. He has me cut half 12. I have him cut half 12 as well. And then we're going to get the next game started. So I'm going to draw my 5. And I open up pretty well. I have... I'm sorry, I did not open up pretty well. This is the wrong game. I opened up garbage. So I special Warbler. I use Warbler to special itself. And I do not activate its effect, but he still chains Lancia. I think he's still not too familiar with how the Tri-Brigades work. So he's just scared of it and just wanted to make sure he's out of gamma range. So he's going to Lancia. I'm going to set 3 pass. Set 3 pass in Tri-Brigade. It's control deck now. He's going to start off with Prosperity. And he's going to banish, I believe, 3. Also, by the way, Prosperity is a fantastic card in this deck. If you do not play Prosperity, you definitely should. I only own 1. Again, I still only own 1. I haven't picked up a second copy yet because I'm lazy. Get Prosperity. It's awesome. Well, I let him Prosperity, obviously. He reveals Double Nibiru and Deskbot 3, which is for the start of his combo, so he's going to use 3. But Prosperity didn't bother me. So on the 3, I'm going to Impermit. And I believe that's enough for game. I'm sorry, not enough for game, for turn. Jeez. So he's going to attack into my Warbler because the birds are very small, which has its advantages, it has its disadvantages, but that's besides the point. I drew, I believe, another hand trap. So he gets to... Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot this is what happened. He basically says, "Oh, I forgot. I put the Nibiru's on top. Do you want me do you want me to put them on bottom, or do you just want to take the win?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's a repairable game state. Like, I don't need to take the win here, man. We're good. Just put him on the bottom. It's completely repairable. He didn't do any searching. So he draws for turn, and he still has 2 set and just the Deskbot. So he normal summons the Karakuri level 1, the new one out of Igas. This lets him get into Halki Fibrax, and I'm going to Ash that immediately. And he's going to poke for 15 because Halk Ooga Booga. He's getting his life points together here. So, again, beautiful to look at that ulti Halk. I would like one myself. I should pick one up, but I'm lazy. So I'm going to normal summon Kinkabio and use Kinkabio's effect to bring back the Warbler. Try to go for a Zeus play, but that is going to be met with a... He's thinking. I know what he flips. Just do it. And it's Forbidden Droplet. Yeah, I was like, "Are you going to droplet a Kinkabio?" And he's like, "Yes, I would like to droplet the Kinkabio." So he's thinking on what he wants to send to droplet the Kinkabio, which doesn't happen often. I've never really got my Kinkabios dropleted. But he's going to send the spell. I believe that is the search spell. So because Kinkabio is negated till the end of the turn, and Kinkabio says during the end phase of the turn it will not bounce, so I opt to just go into a Linkuriboh, just so I have a little bit, I'm not, taking too much damage. So I pass turn. He's going to Prosperity again for 3, and I believe this is not met with anything. He gets to flip. So he is going to grab the level 1 and put the other 2. Oh, he's grabbing the Surge. He's not grabbing it. It's the other ulti. It's not the Surger. It's the main deck ulti. I can't remember what it does. Which I can't remember. Is he supposed to put him? I actually have to read this card now. I don't remember. I think he goofed up. I mean, it doesn't matter about Prosperity. It's his first time using it. He is borrowing them from a friend. And I'm not even sure if Prosperity gets shuffled or put back to deck. So he's going to summon a Rorodon, and he's going to go for some tokens here. So I'm going to actually bust out my deck here and take a gander at Prosperity. Prosperity. Place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Yes, so you do have to put them on the bottom of your deck. But anyways, he is going to Aurorodon for 3. And he's going to Aurorodon pop my Rendezvous, which was the best one he could pop because the other was, usable. So I'm going to protect with Linkuriboh so I don't take any damage. He's going to pass turn, and I'm going to draw into a Cobalt Sparrow. So I have an option because of Cobalt Sparrow, so I just normal summon it. And I think I attack one of his tokens, but it's 0/0, Cobalt 0. I didn't realize that it was that small. They're all tiny birds. Little birds don't do much. So he's going to draw for turn. So draw phase, I am going to flip the Harpy's Featherstorm, which I still like playing 3-0 in the side deck. I really like the card. I prefer it over Judgment myself. I am not trying to say that it's better than Judgment. It's just my personal opinion that I like it more than Judgment. For myself, for my locals, I think it's a great card. VFD in a trap card is pretty good. So I believe I drew Karos. So I was genuinely surprised. The weirdness of this game state, the back and forth, I was genuinely surprised I was actually able to start doing stuff because he didn't have a response. So I banished 3 off the Karos, I banished 2 off the Karos to summon Barren Blossom. And I'm going to link the Barren Blossom and the Cobalt into Burb. Barren's going to draw me into another Harpy's Featherstorm, which is still the absolute nuts because guess who is a Windwing Beast? Simorgh, Bird of Sovereignty. So I'm going to boop over the Auroradon with the Simorgh. And he's still left with 2 tokens. He's left with 1 token because Karos can attack. I forgot. He is not little. He has, I think, 1200 attack. End phase Bird is going to summon. So I have Bird plus protection from the Harpy's Harpy's Featherstorm. So I'm really surprised how I'm able to salvage this game. So I'm thinking of draw phase, and I do flip the Featherstorm, and it was definitely worth it. And then he's like, yeah, if I salvage this game, because I was saying, I don't know if I'm going to be able to salvage this game. It'd be amazing if I do. So he's just asking specifically how it does. If I control a Windwing Beast, he can't activate monster effects for the rest of the turn. Also, if it's destroyed by a card effect while it's in the spell and trap zone, you get to search Harpy's Feather Duster, which is legal now because we have Harpy's Feather Duster. It is a side deck card in this deck specifically. There isn't a ton of back row at my locals. You get the odd Eldritch or Altergeist matchup here or there, but that's really it. Actually, in terms of this local, we were both undefeated until the final round. I actually got second for this locals, but being that it was the exact same deck list as the one before, I decided not to post it because there's no point. But I did get second. My only loss was to Eldritch and my buddy Zach, who is previously playing Altergeist in one of my videos. Go back and check out my Drytron versus Altergeist video. He ended up taking 4-0 at locals, undefeated. We ended up splitting top cut, so after standings with tiebreakers, I was second. So definitely go back and watch that. It's a super fun matchup, and I also give a huge shout out to Zach. He is a healthcare worker, and we are still in 2021 COVID panic here in this middle of this pandemic. And I do want to say, I said it in my last video, but I do want to say thank you to all the healthcare workers that put their lives on the line to help us out, and we really wouldn't be anywhere without them. So thank you guys, and that comes from the absolute bottom of my heart. And I know the rest of us in the Yu-Gi-Oh community thank you guys too. So he's going to just tribute summon the level 5 and pass. So end phase Bird is going to search the Bird is going to special the Cobalt Sparrow. Cobalt searches on special summon, so it's pretty good. Also, I'd like to point out that he cannot gamma underneath the Bird of Sovereignty. Not Bird of Sovereignty, the Wind Barrier statue, which comes up later. So I normally summon another level 1, the Nerval, and I link into Recital Starling. This will get me another search, so I'm going to pitch the Nerval so I get a search off the Nerval, because Nerval just has to be sent to the graveyard, doesn't care where it's from. Doesn't even have to be by card effect. So I get to search a level 1 Windwing Beast, and I believe, I'm pretty sure I take Sapphire. As you can see, I do play 2 Sapphire. I am still a firm believer of 3-3-2. I do play a heavy Lyrilusc lineup because my deck is Lyrilusc focused. I do want to draw the Lyriluscs, and that's how I want to get to my combo. But I do play a pretty heavy Lyrilusc lineup of 3-3-2. A lot of people play 3-2-1 or 3-1-1 even, being Turquoise Warbler, Cobalt Sparrow, and Sapphire Swallow in that order, respectively, I should say. So I asked him, I was like, does this do anything? It just, when it's attacked, it just goes to defense position and then dies immediately. So we are going to be able to boop that. I actually goofed up. I thought about it. I should have summoned that and attack, and that. Oh, I'm thinking that was here. That was. I'm sorry. I forgot during this match, right outside of the store, an ambulance went by, and listening back to it now, doing the recording, for some reason I thought that it was happening outside of my house right now. But I'm just losing it slowly. But as I was saying, I should have put recital and attack mode attack with it, so I could, make a Zeus for extra insurance. I don't summon the Zeus all too often. End phase, I am going to summon the bird in defense mode. I don't remember if he had Lightning Storm or not. I didn't want to risk it though. So he's going to scoop it up, and we are going to move on to the next game. In genuine shock that I actually salvaged this game. Alright guys, so moving on to game 3 here. We're going to get shuffled up, and he is going to get to go first, which is a bit unfortunate for me, but we do play a ton of hand traps, and our goal is basically to just hand trap him to death. Just hit him. We're having a little discussion about what the next OTS ulti is going to be. I believe there's 2 that are confirmed in the next OTS. I can't remember what they are for the life of me. But I thought it'd be cool if we can get a ulti Bird of Sovereignty. It'd be pretty dope. So we do the half then 12 cut, and he's going to go first. And I open 3 hand traps plus Kit Kinkabillo. So he's going to normal summon the 003, and I'm going to meet that with an Imperm, trying to stop him from getting 2 combos. So he sets 1 passes. I draw for turn. It's just evenly matched, so I figure I don't have a real combo here. I don't have a play here, so I'm just going to pass. I have enough hand traps to stop whatever he does. So he gets to Prosperity again, and we have to see if he puts them on the bottom of the deck. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal. This is a locals. We're playing for packs. We're not playing for, hundreds of thousands of dollars. No one really cares. But again, I didn't catch it because I'm still not familiar with the card. He didn't catch it because he doesn't even own the card. He is borrowing them, so I think he put him on top again. But I don't believe it comes up. And if it, I don't remember if it comes up or not, but he uses Hulk, so I am going to Imperm, and Imperm is going to stop the Hulk and stop his play. He gets to boop for 15. So booping for 15, I draw Dark Ruler no more. So I expected him to have a full board, so I sided the Dark Rulers, but I was able to hand trap him to death. Again, I have all breaks, no gas, everything to stop his play, and I don't have enough to really do much myself. So I attack with Kit, and then I'm going to send Nerval to Graveyard with Kit so I can search. Hey guys, what's going on? Nick here. There was a bit of confusion with what just happened. So initially I attacked with my Kit into the Halki Fibrax and sent my Kit to the graveyard. When Kit went to the graveyard, I was able to send Nerval. Nerval would be activating its effect because it was sent to the graveyard, and I could search a Tri-Brigade card, and he chained Call by the Grave to the activation of Nerval. Nerval would be resolving in damage step, and you cannot Call by the Grave in damage step. So we were trying to figure out, we had a few people come over for answering the judge call, and we ended up restoring game state to a playable manner. I did catch it actually on the next turn because I ended up having to pass, but we were able to restore it. Alright, so welcome back after that massive confusion. So we figured it out. We asked a couple of people, and I am going to resolve Nerval. We rewinded game state. It only moved a little bit past that. I just passed my turn. He summoned a monster. He was thinking on the summon search, blah, blah, blah. We were able to repair it. So I'm going to search a Karos with my Nerval. And I actually get to start making plays. So this is still battle phase. And I did take the damage from the Halki Fibrax. And since we're still in battle phase, I do want to clear either the Called By or the Halki Fibrax. Because I don't want him to have 2 machines on board to go straight into Auroradon. So end of battle phase, I am going to evenly match just to get rid of one of the cards. And he does choose to keep the Called By rather than the Hulk. So I am going to pitch Kinkabillo to summon Karos. And that gives me 3 Winged Beasts in my graveyard. I'm sorry, 3 Winged Beast, Beast Warriors in my graveyard. So I am able to summon the Bird of Sovereignty. He's just thinking on activation of Karos in hand. Pitches for cost, by the way. Which still triggers Nerval, by the way. So he's just giving a quick read. And it's just pitch to special summon. Has the same effect as all of the other Tri-Brigades, just banish from graveyard, summon the same one with the link rating of the number you banished. And my one buddy pointed out the Venusaur, Venusaur, Blastoise. So he's going to call by the Nerval. So I am going to Karos, banish 2, and I am going to special, I believe, the Harpy link, because I just summoned 3. I wanted to get into the link 3 bird as quickly as possible. And Baron Blossom, I didn't have any of the Beast Warriors Wing Beasts in my hand, so Baron wouldn't really do much in this situation. We're going to summon the Harpy link, and then we're going to go into some more Bird of Sovereignty. And then I believe, yep, set 1 and end phase bird. And he summons from a deck. He's just asking. He thought it summoned something from Grand Ether. I'm sorry, Grave. It summons from hand or deck. And I'm thinking here, he's down to 3 cards. I have no protection for the little bird, so I decide which one should I summon, that one or Avian. Because the negate is better than the bird that he could just beat over. So I am going to summon the Avian in attack mode. I figured the negate was more beneficial, being that I had no way to protect the barrier statue. So he's just asking how Avian works. It's just once per chain, I can return a Mist Valley card to special summon. To negate an activation of a card. So he's going to normal summon the Stratos, and I am going to Ash it. Basically not letting him resolve a single card, which is kind of unfortunate because this deck really pops off when you can resolve your stuff, but it is a little bit more susceptible to hand traps. But unhindered, man, this deck is insane. It really is crazy. So he is going to special the level 5, and he's going to activate the house, which changes battle position and then searches. And I think on that one, he has 1 card in hand. Searches monsters, yeah. Yeah, so I let him search from the house. And I didn't know what his effect did, so I wanted to read him real quick. So he must attack if able. He also can special summon himself from a hand as a tuner by changing the battle position of one of your Karakuris. So he's going to search with the house, 1 card in hand. And I just mentioned that Game 2 was nuts just from how back and forth it was, and then Game 3, the confusing judge call, just talking like, yo, when I post this video, check it out, because it's an interesting watch, which I think this is definitely an interesting watch. I drew all interruption. I drew like no combo pieces, so I just kept kind of negate. So he adds another Stratos, and he's going to link 2 into a he's going to synchro into the big boy, which I was a little sad. He was taking out my bird, because I really wanted to keep the bird for end phase to get me a Cobalt Sparrow. So it's just a once per turn change it out of position of a monster. It's only other effect. And it also specials on summon, but he's not activating the effect. He's just putting the bird in defense. I don't know what that did, but he did it. And I forget what I draw. I put the bird in attack, and I boop right over his synchro there. That's taking that out. And I set another card and passed. He normal summons the Stratos, and he goes to activate the effect, I believe. Yeah, so I'm going to call by the one in his graveyard. It just stopped his play dead in his tracks because he has to have the level 5 extender to special summon itself. And we top deck Tenki. Let's go. Tenki search, and we're going to get the Fractal here. Fractal normal summon because I literally have no other cards in hand. So we're just going all in on this play. So Fractal is going to summon itself, and I am going to activate the effect of Fractal to banish some cards, start summoning some big stuff. Oh, actually, he just he scooped it up there. But guys, definitely check out Karakuri the deck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. And let us know in the comments anything we could have done different, any changes we could have made. I definitely want to hear from you guys on what we could have done better. And all my friends that I play against watch my videos, so they want to hear from you what they could have done better as well. So please comment down below. Let us know what we could have done better. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.